So I know I'm late again, but I have a fabulous excuse. Mama Beaver had an interview, and while she loves her little baby beeves, she also has to pay the rent. So I let everyone know on Twitter. I twittered it. I said I have a job interview, that my video is going to be late. So if you're not following the Beaver Bunch on Twitter, you wouldn't have known this. So this is the reason one must follow the Beaver Bunch, so that you're kept up to date on when we have job interviews and things like that. This is imperative. This brings us together as a community when, you know these things, like I have a job interview. But keep your fingers crossed. So this week is a fun week. It's a getting to know you week, and I better see way more video responses. I know Lori keeps on asking for them, but now I'm asking for them. We want your video responses. I want to know what you want on your Subway sandwich. I do. I want to know that. And I feel if I'm sharing with you what I like on my Subway sandwich, it's only right that you share with me and the rest of the Beavers what you like on your Subway sandwich. So that brings me to the first question of what we like on our sandwich. Meanwhile, Subway should pay us for the amount of times I just said Subway in this video. But okay, nonetheless, what do I like? You know, it varies. Occasionally, I'll feel like a tuna fish sandwich. And when I get tuna, it goes a little something like this. 6-inch whole wheat tuna, sometimes provolone cheese with said tuna. Then I get lettuce, pickles, tomato, sometimes black olives, but I gotta be craving it. Then lettuce, did I say lettuce? I don't know if I said lettuce. Black pepper, oregano, a little extra light mayo, and that caps the tuna fish sandwich. Then occasionally I'll go for a roast beef turkey combo, also 6-inch whole wheat. Cat's going crazy. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't have Allie in the background going apeshit. So on the roast beef turkey, it's 6-inch, lettuce, tomato, pickles. I'm a big pickles person. I love pickles. What else? Sometimes banana peppers. And I think that's all. And sometimes cheese. Sometimes I will get cheese on that as well. I kind of default to provolone when I'm at Subway. And then I'll get like their Southwestern sauce on it. Or I'll get a mayo mustard combo. I'm a little confusing, right? It's a little hard. And no one really likes to take my Subway order, because I kind of have to be there. My flavors change, you know? Do you have any siblings, and which one are you the closest to? I have no siblings. This has made me sad for the 27 years that I've been on this earth. And I still curse my parents for not having more children. I hate it. I should have a sister or brother that screws things up and makes me look really awesome. I want that. Or like an older sister or brother that I could look up to and say, look how awesome my older sister or brother is. I never had that. It's very sad. I don't like it. So what TV show would you like to guest star in? Okay, the show that I would have loved to guest star in is no longer, but it's Battlestar Galactica. I'm sure everyone could have answered this for me. And I would have liked to have some sort of arc in it where I was President Laura Roslyn's secretary, and she just happened to fall madly in love with me, and we would have a lot of sex scenes. A lot. Because you can never perfect them, really, and I would want to make sure I was right on and really perfect for the character. So yeah, it would have to be that. Battlestar Galactica, President Laura Roslyn's secretary, and she falls madly in love with me, and we have sex scene after sex scene. And I haven't thought about this at all, ever, to be President Laura Roslyn's secretary. God, that'd be so hot! Why is my cat being so obnoxious? Allie! Okay, so that's it. That's my dream guest star spot. What was your first girl kiss like, and how old were you? My first girl kiss was not nearly as wonderfully romantic as Lori's or Jess's. Let me set the scene for you. At the time, I was a senior in high school. I was 17 years old, and I was absolutely in love with my straight best friend. Absolutely in love. Like, head over heels, madly in love, ridiculously in love. And I'm dealing with all these emotions like, why am I in love with my best friend? I'm absolutely freaking out. I didn't understand any of it. It was a mess. I was a mess. The whole situation was a mess. So I was at this party, and I was at this party with my other best friend, because, you know, when you're in high school, you have like 40 different groups, and there's a best friend in every group. So I was with another group of friends, and in that group of friends, I was with my best friend, and we were drinking a little. It was a little underage drinking. I'm sorry, Mom. There was alcohol involved, and she knew. She pegged me. She knew I had a thing for my other best friend. She knew it. And I don't know why she did this, or I don't know what came over her. I was laying on the ground. It was like a house party, and I was laying on the floor, because apparently that's what you do when you're 17 and you're drinking. And I was laying on the floor, and she came up over me, and she held my hands down, and she was like, "Kiss me." And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Kiss me." And I was like, "No." Because first of all, I never kissed a girl. I was in love with my other best friend. I didn't think I was gay. I never kissed a girl. I was like, what the hell's going on? And she's like, "Kiss me." And I was like, "No." And then she proceeded to kiss me against my will when I was saying no, no, no. And she just went ahead and kissed me anyway. And I was like, "No, no, no." And she kissed me. And that was my first girl kiss. And then right afterwards, my other best friend who was there, because it was like the three of us in that group, then she kissed me. And this was how my first girl kisses went. It was one holding me down, and then the other. It sounds more like a straight guy porn, but I guess it was, really, because I was screaming no, 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 and they were both on top of me. So, yeah, guys would have loved it. I, however, was like, why is this happening to me? Why? And that was my first girl kiss. So not at all Jess's or Lori's or AJ's story where it's just two people alone. No, mine was a house party, and it was against my will. Thank you, best friend. You know who you are, because we still talk. We're still really good friends. The other best friend that I had, that I was madly in love with, we don't talk anymore. So look at that. My first girl kiss, who was my best friend, I still talk to, and we're still very close. So thank you for being my first girl kiss. You were forceful. Okay, would you rather be 20 minutes late for everything or 90 minutes early? I hate being late for things. I absolutely hate it. But 90 minutes early is a really long time to be early with and for, so I don't know. Part of me says 90 minutes early, but the other part of, you know what, I'm going to go with 90 minutes early. I'll bullshit around for an hour and a half. I can't be 20, if it's like a party or whatever, you could be 20 minutes late, but if it's like a job interview, if I was 20 minutes late, I'd have a freaking coronary. So, I'm going with 90 minutes early on that one. That's it. That's all. Okay, so those are my answers for this week. Again, I'm sorry it was late, but it was for a good cause. It's, you know, me trying to get a job, so you gotta have my back. Alright guys, I'll see you next week. Mwah!